and welcome back to the Entertainment Vortex. We are at Brendan Theaters today watching Hunter Killer. This movie is trying to redefine the old submarine genre into the modern day. And you know what? I wasn't too incredibly excited to see it after watching the trailer. It was kind of like, it looked a little cliche, it looked a little boring, but I was pleasantly surprised. The story is very well written, there's a lot of twists and turns, there's a lot of characters to learn about, and to try to guess what they're gonna do. It kept me on the edge of my seat. I mean, it took a little while to build up because there's a lot of information you have to get in order to understand what's going on. But once you kind of processed all the exposition and you kind of just absorbed all that information, the movie was actually quite interesting. The second half of the movie was just consistently on the edge of your seat, like, what are they going to do next? How are they going to do this? How are they going to pull this off? It was very, very interesting, actually. The acting in it is actually well done as well. Gerard Butler did an amazing job. Gary Oldman, of course, did an amazing job because he always does an amazing job. The gentleman on the Russian side of things that played the Russian president, the Russian captain, bad guy, all of those characters, those actors did a great job as well. I was actually really impressed. Each part felt natural. There are a couple scenes that get a little cliche, with the one person giving the order and the other person second in command going, "Are you crazy? This is crazy, oh my gosh," and you know, that whole thing. So aside from that, it was well written and it was enjoyable. Now, I'm not saying this movie is like Oscar winning. I mean, it might for sound or visual effects or something like that, but I'm not saying that they're gonna give Gerard Butler best actor for this or anything like that. The acting's not there. But the acting was good enough to keep you involved in this plot, moving forward with the action and the tension, and not breaking immersion. And you know, that's what's important for action movies. At points, this movie kind of reminded me of old 80s action films. Obviously, there's a little more deception and a little more like edge of your seat kind of stuff happening than there is in 80s action movies, but the level of action and kind of the different, you know, gung-ho moments, and it really reminded me of the feel, at least part of the feel of those old 80s action movies, 80s and 90s action movies. And I had a lot of fun with it. I went in there not thinking it was going to be that great and kind of sighing that this was a movie that I needed to see, keeping an open mind, of course, and I'm glad I did because it was enjoyable. I think the parts of this movie that shines the most is absolutely the sound design and the special effects. The sound design is just amazing. Every explosion, every tense, quiet moment in the sub, every firing and sonar, and I mean, anything you can think of in this movie is done masterfully. If this movie was going to get put up for any type of award, that is the category it's going to get, because I was extremely impressed by this, and it adds a lot to the film. Now, when it comes to the special effects, I thought they were done really well. I'm not a special effects guy myself. It's not something I work on. But from what I can tell, they looked realistic. The water looked great, the sub looked great, the action, the torpedoes, the explosions, the damage, the chaos, it all looked fantastic. As a whole package, this was a fun time. So I'm going to give this movie a 7.5 out of 10. By no means is this the greatest action movie ever made, but it's fun. And if you watch the trailer and were all intrigued, or listen to what I was saying here and it leaves you at all intrigued, I highly suggest seeing it in theaters. Just the level of action and special effects is worth seeing this on the big screen alone. I'm glad I saw it. I'm going to suggest that my friends see it, and I'm also going to suggest that you see it as well. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. We give you multiple videos every single week. And we have t-shirts available if you're interested in those as well. Those are available down in the description below. We hope you'll follow us into the Vortex. We'll see you next time.